All right, everyone, thank you for coming. This is Mike Jones's Autobiographical Speech, and these are my witnesses. Thank you, everyone. You may be seated. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming. My name is Mike Jones. Most of you know me as Coach. Today, we're going to talk about how certain events lead us down the path to where we ultimately find what makes us feel happiest and the impact we leave behind for the next generation to build on. I would like to start by a show of hands. How many of you remember what you said you wanted to be when you grew up? Okay. Now, how many of you are doing what it is you said you wanted to be? All right. When we're young, we think we know everything there is to know about the world, including what it is we want to be when we grow up. But for some of us, it isn't always that simple. I know for me, I've changed my mind numerous times. Growing up, all I ever wanted to be was a professional baseball player. But I didn't always have dreams of making it to the big leagues. Funny story, when I was a kid, my brothers and I went to Creative Kids daycare. I remember having a crush on the teacher's daughter. One day we were having circle time and everyone was saying what they wanted to be when they grew up. Mighty Ducks was a popular movie around this time, so the first words out of my mouth was, I want to be a hockey player. I kid you not, I remember this like it was yesterday. The mom said, oh hell no, hockey players don't have teeth. You ain't marrying my daughter with no teeth in your mouth. It was then and there I knew I had to change, I had to choose a different career path. Baseball seemed less of a chance of losing my teeth, so when my parents picked me and my brothers up that day, I asked them to sign me up for Little League. From the age of 10 until about high school, I played baseball and had aspirations of going pro. Because your boy was good. But as high school went on, I came to realize that playing baseball for a living was becoming nothing more than just a dream. After high school, I entered the workforce as a sales associate. It was along this path where I met my wife, who was starting her own journey in hopes of becoming a teacher. Before we were married, I would help out in her classroom from time to time, reading books or helping decorate for the various holidays. I found myself wanting to help out a lot more, and seeing the looks on the kids' faces when they accomplished something made it well worth it. At times, I would even tell myself, I could get used to this. It wasn't until one day, playing softball, where I met Tracy and her husband, where she mentioned to me that she had a position open at her school for a PE aide, and she felt that I would be perfect for the job. I thought to myself, what could be better than teaching kids sports and playing sport-related games all day? The fact of the matter is, I get to share my passion of sports with children and introduce kids to sports and the world of physical education that most of them may not have ever done on their own. And this gives me motivation to keep coming back every day. At times, I don't even consider it a job. So after years of playing games and having fun, I knew this is where my heart was at its happiest, and being a PE teacher was my calling. If you would have told me when I was young that I'd be where I am today, I would have looked at you like you were crazy. For the majority of us, I believe this statement to be true. For our current situations may not be where our childhood dreams said we would be, but if we all followed the first path we were shown, we wouldn't have those many amazing moments to show us our true destination. Thank you.